Okay, so day 6 of being on furlough. Furlough sounds such like a weird word. I don't know who came up with that. Anyway, I thought I'd try and help some of you guys out and actually give you some tips on working from home. So before all of this, I would work from home naturally anyway, 1 day a week. So I know how important it is for people to actually get on and do what they actually need to do working from home. So here's some tips, and I hope they help. Okay, so I did the rookie mistake of bringing my camera out thinking it was all good, and battery isn't quite dead yet, but I think it's on its way, so best get this over and done with. Tip number 1. So this is probably the best advice I would give, is work from one place in the house. If you can, do it from one room, but I know a lot of people haven't got a desk that can just sit out in a spare room, so it's likely to be the kitchen table for a lot of people. But it's really important that wherever you do work from, you continue to work from that space, because you can then recognise what is work time and what is home time, home life, and it can separate the two, because it's quite easy to get working from every other room, and then all of a sudden you feel like you've never left work, basically. So that's tip number 1. So tip number 2 would be that if you are used to having getting up at a certain time for work, whether it be 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, still get up for those times, still make a routine of getting out of bed, which will help with your what will that help with? What's the word I'm looking for? Really struggling here for that word. Motivation. Will help with your motivation to actually get up and do the things you want to do in the day. So make sure you continue to have a routine on what time you get up and really go to bed. Okay, so tip number 3. If you are used to having a lunch break, say at 12 o'clock midday, still get up and go and have that lunch at that time. Even if it's just chucking in some chicken nuggets in the oven ready for 12 o'clock, still do that, because your mind is used to working within certain time frames, and knowing that you've got a lunch set aside for a specific time means you will do your best to get your work done within those times. So stick to that if you can. Bit of a side tip for that one, having your lunch break, if you can, if you're like me and you've got the lovely canal, try and do something on your lunch that takes you away from your work environment, so you actually feel like you've had a break. So if you've got a sandwich you can take out with you, something like that, or even just going for a walk anywhere, or sitting in another room to have your lunch. Don't do it at your desk, basically, because you won't actually feel like you've had that break that you've put in, that you deserve. Now, so many cyclists since the ban's come in from everyone actually going out and doing stuff. So next it would be, although you haven't still got to put a shirt and tie on, a skirt, blouse, whatever your work uniform is, still get up and get dressed, because sitting there in your dressing gown in a t-shirt with last night's tea dropped down in it isn't going to work out for you. Motivation wise, it will just go to 0. So still do the thing, get dressed and wear something casual. It will do wonders for your mental health. So another really important one, and as I'm saying, this is a helicopter passing, which never happens ever when I'm trying to record something, so this is really a little bit annoying. So each day when you wake up, you kind of know what you want to do, but setting yourself a daily target or a goal to achieve that day, even things throughout the week, will actually do you a lot of good in sitting down and completing tasks a lot easier. Don't just wake up and think, shall I make a coffee? Okay, The last bit of advice would be the good old saying, do today what you don't, don't do today, do tomorrow what you want to, no, do tomorrow today. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Don't put off tomorrow until Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Got it. Okay guys, with all those points being said and done, it's really important that you just take care of yourself and your family and stick to the guidelines that are out there from the government. These are some tough times for a lot of people at the moment. I'm hoping for the best at the end of this, so just got to keep a positive mind. So that's my exercise done for the day. I am sweating. I didn't need this coat at all, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.